Hello and welcome to Kyoto. I am here in April 2019 and giving you a tour of the Bay Area Photographers Collective show, our second exhibition in Japan. We are just down the road from the covered market, the Nishiki Market. Our exhibition is in the 1928 building. That's the year, not the address. It's a really cool old Art Deco building, and it's a kind of art center. You can see the yellow banner here. Our exhibition is part of the KG Plus Kyotographie International Photography Festival satellite event. This building is really cool. There's a little box office here that's part of the theater that's upstairs, and the building has these old tiles and light fixtures. Downstairs there's a Cafe Independent, fun cafe. So our exhibition is on the second floor. There's postcards for a bunch of cool events. There's the office with the office director, Hamano-san. Hi.
Hi.
Who was very helpful to us in organizing our show. And here's our gallery. We have our title sign and the book about the exhibit. We have all the maps here for KG Plus that lists all the 100 or so exhibitions. And we have our price list and titles, this sheet here. Some postcards and some books. Some signage that explains about the Bay Area Photographers Collective, what we do, and the other sign is about this show of dreams and reality. So starting with the first set of pieces, Rose Borden. She has the signature piece that's on our postcard. Her series is called Alternate Reality. Next is Richard Dweck, who has a series of photos, abstract photos from the San Francisco salt marsh. The title, Salt Marshes of the San Francisco Bay, which include reflections of the clouds in the water. On the far wall here is Fertile Ground, a series by Steve Goldband and Ellen Connor, printed on Japanese paper with a Japanese paper backing, like a traditional Japanese scroll. And the photos are about agriculture in the California Central Valley. Here's Cindy Stokes, has a series very in keeping with the creative display of many Kyotographie exhibitions. These are abstract pictures of water and waterfalls from Iceland, and the photos are displayed. They're printed on washi paper and they're displayed in 3 dimension, crumpled and folded and curled over. This one is actually printed on both sides, so if you look around the corner, you can see an image on the other side. And this one's folded and attached to the wall with these extra tiny magnets. The series title is form and formless. Next is Adrian Defendi with Ouroboros. An ancient symbol of the snake swallowing its own tail is part of the inspiration. Some of these photos are bones resting on soil, stems upon an undulating sea. It says, capturing moments of raw beauty and grace, embracing the cyclical nature of life. And she has two triptychs here, again presented in a way inspired by Japanese scrolls. Next is Angelica Schule. Her title is Dreamscapes, and they're Polaroid photos, beautiful abstract scenes of everyday life, capturing architecture. Next is Rusty Weston with a series called Unrealized. These are staged photos. Some of them have shadows of people. And next is my work. My name's Ari Solomon, and these are iPhone panoramas shot out of a moving train. They're all shot in Japan, and they're linear panoramas, so the background and foreground, the horizontal and vertical, are distorted by the motion of the train. This one, for example, has a sign that only captures 2 out of the many letters of the sign, so it looks like it says okay. And this one here is from Kyoto. It's an apartment building with trees in front, and the trees have been distorted, only bits and pieces of them. And the long, narrow piece in the middle here is captures a monorail ride in western Tokyo, in the Tachikawa neighborhood. And here's another distortion of a bike parking lot. The background, moving slower than the foreground, gets repeated over and over again. The series is called Rapid Express. And next is Ralf Hildebrand with his series My Americans. Ralph is from Germany and enjoys capturing sort of Americana. Here's a picture of a kind of a cowboy guy. Beautiful sharp detail of the back of his old vehicle. Next up is Nick Winkworth with a series called The Space Between. And on this wall, Life Observed by Thomas Lavin. This is a swimmer. It's beautiful reflections on water, and you just see the bald-headed swimmer. And the last piece around the corner here is Anthony Delgado, Dream Images. These are collaged images. The one On the left here is I think it's an octopus from a fish market. So an octopus wrapped in ice, and a woman in an art gallery with some similar colors. The one on top is called Spring and has water and some, I think they're cherry blossoms. So there's another gallery, another artist next door. And in the back of our gallery, we have our group exhibition with all 20 members represented. So this is a mini version of the show that appeared at the Berkeley Art Center, and it's called Of Dreams and Reality. It was curated by Ann Jastrab. So we have 20 members represented here. Dan Fenstermacher is one of our other signature images chosen by Kyotographie to represent us at the in their poster-based exhibit at Kyoto, the main Kyoto station. Mitch Nels, his image is called Baby Elvis. I'll point out the artist names that I didn't mention before. Jean Dominique, Figment, Linda Fitch, Campbell Hall Study 1, Berkeley. Jason Andre Scavage, Englishman. And Ken Hoffman, Beastie Badlands. And Denise Tarantino, Lumberjack. So it's sunset already, but this room has a great view of the courtyard. A typical Kyoto Machiya courtyard. Okay, that's our show. Thank you for coming on the tour.